Picture this. A 190-centimeter tall delinquent with fire red hair, 0 basketball experience, 50 rejections from girls before high school even ends, walks into a gym and announces, completely unprompted, "I am a genius." Nobody clapped. In fact, the entire Shohoku basketball team looked like they'd just seen a raccoon walk in and demand to be starting point guard. But Hanamichi Sakuragi didn't care, because in his head, the throne was already his. And here's the wild part, it worked. Law number 34 says, act like a king to be treated like one. Not wait until you're good enough. Not earn the title first, act first. The crown follows the posture. Sakuragi had no jumper. His dribble was a liability. His passing looked like a man fighting a hornet. But the guy walked into every practice like he was doing Shohoku a personal favor by showing up. He called himself a genius so many times, so loudly, with such absolutely unhinged confidence that even his opponents started wondering if maybe they were missing something. A genius doesn't practice because he needs to. He practices because even geniuses have people to educate. That is not an official Sakuragi quote, but it might as well be. The hustle nobody saw coming. Here's where it gets interesting. The King Act wasn't all talk. While everyone laughed at him, Sakuragi was putting in 20,000 layup repetitions in secret. He was sweating through the nights, dragging himself back to that gym alone, building the foundation that nobody saw. Because kings don't show their labor, they show their results. By the time Shohoku faced Ryonan, one of the toughest teams in the region, Sakuragi's rebounding was carrying the game. The same guy everyone called a basketball gorilla was pulling down boards and defending like he had something to prove. Because he did. And the crowd, the same crowd that once laughed, started chanting his name. Not because he was already a genius, but because he had acted like one long enough to become one. We break down a new law and a new character every week. If this hit different, the subscribe button is right there. One tap, no hustle required. Subscribe, it's free, no spam. Just laws, characters, and lessons worth keeping. So what's the real lesson? Most people wait. They wait to feel ready. They wait to be acknowledged. They wait for someone to hand them permission to take up space. Sakuragi never waited. He announced himself, loudly, embarrassingly, relentlessly, and then spent every waking hour making sure the universe had no choice but to agree with him. That's law number 34. It's not arrogance. It's not delusion. It's a strategy. Because how you carry yourself sets the frame for how others see you, before you've even done a thing. The world doesn't crown quiet people who are secretly great. It crowns the people bold enough to act great first, and skilled enough to back it up eventually. Sakuragi didn't wait to be called a genius. He declared it, and then he built the proof. That right there is the most Sakuragi thing in the world, and honestly, low-key one of the most powerful things a person can do. Law number 34, 48 laws of power. Be royal in your own fashion. Act like a king to be treated like one.